What up, though? Smash, like, subscribe, comment, share. I don't care what you comment. I don't care where you share. Share. What you comment. I ain't tripping. All positive vibe and energy over here, man. I rarely feed into the negativity, but I am human, though. Hope all is well with y'all out there. Let's get right into it. Somebody asks, is prison really that bad? Why does it go on so much? Why does all this violence go on? Rape and stuff like that. Well, just think about this. I want to put it in perspective for you. If you're from a city like Detroit, Compton, Inkster, Flint, Pontiac, high crime areas, look at your state and you take out, in every city, take out the worst killers, the worst serial killers, the worst rapists, the worst manipulators, the worst thieves, worst con artists, the best fighters, the worst aggressive people you meet. And we're talking about a lot of people with no social skills, people who have never learned to cope in society any type of way without using violence, extortion, without raping, without taking what they want, and been doing it for years in condition. People who've been traumatized their whole life, people who've seen nothing but murder their whole life, people who've been molested and touched on and angry their whole life, bitter, people who had no foundation, no home foundation. We taking all the defects out of society, even me, include me, a defect in society. That's what we are. That's why you incarcerated. I was a defect in society. So they had to put me somewhere that supposedly corrected me, but which it didn't. It just made me a worse individual. Only through self-help, I had to realize that I'm continuing a cycle of the same thing over and over and over and over. Prison don't help you that much. It help you with your thought process and how to deal with people from all walks of life, all organizations, all religions, to teach you that type of stuff. But overall, I believe it make you a worse person. Only through self-help and self-correction will you really change, and that comes with time. So you take the worst people from every area in your state or every area in the United States of the world, and you put them all in one spot. You see, I compare prison to the projects. That's like putting the old Brewster homes with O Block in Chicago. You put all these individuals there, and then you add the religious element, the gang elements, the criminal organization elements, the differences, the hate that they already had for each other on the streets. It's not a whole lot of Crips here in Michigan, in the Michigan Department of Corrections. There's no reason for Bloods to hate Crips the way they hate. If anything, they should hate, GDs more, because they're more of a challenge and a threat and willing to oppose them. And Crips are not. They're not in position to even be organized on 95% of the yards. You won't see a Crip organization. You'll see an individual here and there claiming Crip. The rest of them tuck it in, or they convert to Blood or another gang. If they can't get an alliance, they don't really, So these people already had this hate built in them. When you become a Blood, you taught to hate a Crip. You taught to hate a GD. You taught this. You put all these conflicting views and sides in one spot. What do you think is going to happen? A man that's been taking sex his whole life, you put him around some weak guys that he can exert his power over. What you think he gonna do? He been his way his whole life. He been his way for years. You got 70, 60-year-old men, old timers, been down 40, 50 years, gelling with guys who come in young, don't care, wild, 16, 17-year-old. There's no way that a 68-year-old man should be in the room with a 17-year-old guy, because we see what happened. We see how them boys come out of there bloody and stitched up. The older people got to hate for the younger people. The younger people got to hate for the older people. All this in one pot. You take 300 personalities and put them in one unit with two microwaves. 300 people in one unit with two microwaves, two sit-down toilets, two stand-up toilets on each wing. Of course they're gonna be getting into it with each other about the microwave. Of course they're gonna, get into it about the bathroom line. You got what, 6 phones in a unit for 300 people? Dude been waiting on the phone call all day and people cutting line. This is why this goes on. As simple as that. You put the worst of the worst with the worst, and then you put them in an environment with no sex. Limited amount of food, because if you don't have no money, you're going to starve. They give you enough food to keep you alive. You'll lose weight. Every tray, beans and potatoes on it. Meat, damn near not edible. You got to think about it. It's an environment where a guy stab you over a suit or get in a fight with you about a suit that costs 34 cents. A bag of chips that costs $1.29. If I can give somebody $60 worth of food to come catch you off guard, knock you upside your head with something, if I can give them $60 to do that, just imagine what $100 to do, or $200 to do, or $300 to do. Somebody take that hit. Easy. My brother, man, in the hole right now for a $60 hit. Like, I asked him, like, bro, you did that for 60? He's like, yeah, I wanted to leave that facility anyway. I wanted to get to a higher level with a room by myself anyway. It don't matter. They give me 2 years. It'll run concurrent with the 15 I got left. Already been down 12. Don't care. You put all these people in the environment that you told that you'll never see the light of day again. Do you know how bitter they are? Do you know how harsh they feel inside? Do you know what they thinking about every day? It's guys just willing and wanting for one of you young guys that's about to go home to act up so they can send you home not the same way that you came. Because they bitter and they mad about things. These people never learned to control their anger at no point in their life. Been in the system their whole life. You put all these con artists around people that's easily manipulated. You put all these masterminds around all these guys that want to be gangbangers and to do anything to get that family that they never had or get the respect in the place where they're going to be at for the next 10, 15, 30 years of their life. You put them around there, what you going to get? You're going to get violence, duh. What else is there to do? Nothing else. It's hard to stay positive in prison when you're doing the same thing every single day. That's why it's like that. Peace.